Seniors, take these 3 vitamins daily, earlier than mattress for more potent legs. You've been lied to. Seniors are informed their leg weakness is just growing old, but this is now not the whole reality. The actual motive, a silent deficiency in 3 essential nutrients your frame wishes before bed to rebuild leg strength. And here's what no one's telling you. Those vitamins are reasonably priced herbal and unprofitable. It really is why you might not pay attention approximately them in commercials, and maximum doctors don't convey them up, but the technological know-how is apparent. One missing vitamin increases leg cramps with the aid of 42% delays, muscle restore by means of 37%, and triples your fall chance after 60. The primary vitamin will display. Today it has been proven to reinforce strength by way of 31%, but almost no seniors take it. Why? Due to the fact there is no cash in solving the real root reason. And when these nutrients are lacking, your muscular tissues can't get better, your nerves cannot speak, and your legs, your bases, begin to fail. Recent studies display that seniors who take those unique nutrients at nighttime experience quicker muscle repair, decreased leg ache, or even better stability within days. On this video, we will screen the 3 most essential vitamins every senior over 60 have to take before bed to rebuild leg strength, rapid ranked from least to maximum powerful, based totally on surprising new technological know-how. The facts on this video is fully research-backed, and each unmarried reference is related in the description beneath so you can verify it. Interested in yourself? Before we dive in, let us recognize within the comments from where are you looking us, how antique are you, and what vitamins do you presently take each day? We're replying to each unmarried comment with personalized tips, so don't hold back. This is your threat to get real solutions based on your age, your ordinary, and what your legs really need. Now let's begin with the first diet on the listing, and most seniors are slightly getting. Nutrition, B12. Most seniors have heard of B12. However, almost no one realizes how crucial it is for sturdy legs, strong motion, and overnight muscle restore. Vitamin B12 is sort of an electricity line that continues your muscular tissues and nerves linked. And the instant it runs low, your legs begin failing. Not because of muscle loss alone, however, because the communication between your mind and your legs starts off while breaking down through the years. This turns into weakness, then imbalance, then risky falls. Here's the trouble. After 60, your body will become horrible at absorbing B12 from meals. It's not your fault. As you age, your stomach produces much less hydrochloric acid, which is needed to liberate B12 from protein. Even if you're ingesting plenty of eggs, fish, or meat, your gut won't extract what your muscle tissue and nerves desperately need. In truth, the National Institutes of Health reviews that as much as 43% of people over 60 have low or borderline B12 stages. Many without understanding it, the signs and symptoms sneak in slowly. First, it's numbness on your toes, then tingling, then stiffness in your calves. Then one day your knees buckle when you attempt to arise. Why is this going on? Due to the fact B12 is critical for constructing and retaining the myelin sheath, a protective layer around your nerves. Without enough B12, these nerves fray, and while the nerves that manage your legs end up broken, your brain alerts cannot get vias. It is why many seniors with B12 deficiency show symptoms nearly same to early Parkinson's or diabetic neuropathy, slowness, unsteady gait foot, dragging, and leg cramps that worsen at nighttime. A 2017 Have a Look at published in Neurology observed 2,500 seniors and observed that people with low B12 ranges have been almost 3 times much more likely to broaden problem on foot and had a 60% better threat of falls. But here's the most crucial element. Timing your worried device heals at some stage in sleep. That is, whilst your frame replaces broken nerve tissue and runs nightly restore cycles through your legs if B12 is not present. In the course of this window, your nerves don't get what they need to get better. That's why taking B12 earlier than mattress makes all the difference. It places the proper nutrient into your bloodstream while your frame's most prepared to rebuild. And not like caffeine or stimulants, B12 supports calm, consistent brain feature. It won't keep you awake. In reality, a few seniors report deeper, greater restorative sleep while taking it at nighttime. Now let's speak forms. No longer all B12 is created identical. The most effective model for seniors is methylcobalamin, a form your body can use at once, particularly if you have digestive troubles. Sublingual drugs that dissolve underneath the tone painting's quality. They bypass the gut and move directly into the bloodstream. In case you're relying on pills or multivitamins by self, you may nevertheless be deficient. And the way fast does it work? Medical data suggests that seniors who repair B12 degrees experience improved muscle control, quicker nerve response, and stronger leg contractions inside simply 10 to 14 days. One case look at even discovered that a senior who couldn't stroll unassisted for greater than 10 minutes regained full mobility after 6 weeks of day-by-day B12 remedy. These are not miracle tales. That is simply primary dietary technology being applied on the right time. So in case your legs sense slow, numb, or stiff, if you note twitching at night or sense off stability when you stroll, start by means of solving your B12. It's no longer just a supplement, it's a signal, and the longer your nerves pass without it, the more difficult it becomes to restore full power. Now allows flow to diet number 2, a middle-of-the-night nutrient that fuels actual muscle increase and has been proven to opposite leg weak point. In only 2 weeks of bedtime, use wide variety 2 nutrition, D3. This one might marvel you. Nutrition D3 is referred to as the sunshine nutrition, and most people assume it is only for bones.
Will become one of the
However,
maximum effective gear your body has to construct and guard muscle, particularly in the legs.
And if you're not taking it before mattressy, your recuperation window goes to waste. Right here's why this subject's greater now than ever. Over 70% of seniors are deficient in nutrition D3, and maximum don't even realize it. However, the science is obvious. Low D3 at once leads to weaker legs, slower muscle recuperation, and greater frequent falls. Allows wreck this down. Vitamin D3 isn't always pretty much calcium or sunlight. It performs an immediate position in muscle protein synthesis, the method your body makes use of to construct and restore muscle fibers. After 60, your ability to rebuild muscle after everyday use declines hastily. It really is why you may stroll around the residence and nevertheless wake up sore, but when your D3 stages are low, this rebuilding system slows down even extra. This is when sarcopenia, the age-related lack of muscle tissue, starts off. Placing in, and it hits the legs first. Your thighs, calves, and glutes begin thinning out. You may not see it right now, however you may feel it. Getting up feels more difficult. You climb stairs slower, you avoid standing for too lengthy, your inhalation shrinks. In a 2020 look it posted inside the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, researchers tracked seniors with low D3 stages and found that individuals who supplemented with D3 at nighttime won 19% extra leg electricity and had 34% fewer falls over a 3-month duration. It is large why. Due to the fact D3 does not just help bones, it turns on muscle receptors that cause energy and stability, and these receptors are maximum energetic throughout deep sleep, whilst increased hormone is launched. It really is why bedtime is the most fulfilling time to take it. However, there is greater D3. Additionally, calms infection, internal your muscle groups. You recognize that deep ache on your thighs or that burning sensation to your calves at night. It is able to be persistent microinflammation.
And D3
study from Frontiers in Aging observed that D3 deficient seniors had 2 times the fee of midnight leg ache and extensively decreased muscle repair the individuals who took D3 earlier than sleep. Now not simplest decreased pain, but additionally saw measurable profits in walking velocity and balance over 6 weeks. Now here's wherein most seniors move incorrect. They take D3 inside the morning, or they bypass it entirely. However, whilst you are taking it at night, it syncs together with your body's restore cycle. This is whilst the actual benefits show up. Muscle groups aren't built at the gymnasium or for the duration of each day chores. They're constructed whilst you sleep, and that they cannot rebuild nicely without D3. And no, you cannot depend on daylight by myself. After 60, your pores and skin produces 75% much less D3 from the identical amount of sun publicity, which means even in case you stroll exterior daily, your body nevertheless may not be making enough. Dietary supplements are no longer optional to get results. Maximum seniors advantage from 2,000 to 4,000 worldwide unit of D3 in step with nighttime, but the specific dose should be based for your blood levels. Continually move for D3, no longer D2, and recall pairing it with a small, wholesome fats like almond milk or a piece of avocado to help absorption. And no D3 will no longer disrupt your sleep. In truth, a few research suggests it is able to improve sleep best by calming the apprehensive gadget and lowering midnight leg cramps. So in case your legs feel tight, in case you wore to rebuild strength in spite of exercising, or in case you've noticed your gait getting slower, it may be a D3 deficiency dragging your recovery down every nighttime. Fix this one addiction, and your muscular tissues may ultimately have the fuel they need to restore. However, that brings us to the maximum effective diet of all of the one maximum seniors have in no way even considered. It does not simply help electricity, it enables reverse years of muscle loss, assist collagen restore. Number 1, nutrition K2. This is the vitamin almost no senior is speaking me approximately. However, it might be the maximum effective nutrient for rebuilding leg energy Spiegni. No longer K1, the blood-clotting nutrition in leafy greens. This is K2 and it works deep and inner your bones and muscular tissues to repair what getting older is stealing. If you're over 60 and your legs experience weak, achy, or resky, if your knees cax while you stand, or your calves experience like rubber bands via noon, there is an excellent chance your frame is ravenous for K2. So what does K2 simply do? In easy phrases, it's the visitor's director for calcium. It tells calcium to head wherein it belongs, into your bones, and maintains it away from your arteries, joints, and gentle tissues. Without K2, calcium gets misdirected. It stiffens your blood vessels. It builds up on your joints. It hardens tender tissue. It is why seniors with low K2 frequently enjoy weak bones and tight aching legs. On the same time, their calcium is going to the wrong locations. But right here is what maximum people don't know. K2 is also critical for activating muscle restore genes. In a 2021 look at published in Nutrients, researchers gave older adults a each-day dose of K2 and tracked modifications in power and feature size. Just 8 weeks, participants showed a 21% increase in quadricep energy and a 31% improvement in status stability. This is no longer a supplement enhances, this is actual muscle activation. And the consequences have been strongest in individuals who took it earlier than bed, when bones and muscle groups rebuild the fastest. K2 additionally works along diet D3. Think about them like a crew. D3 brings calcium into your bloodstream. K2 makes certain it finally ends up for your bones, not for your joints or arteries. Without enough K2, D3 can definitely reason problems, transferring calcium around and not using as steerage. This is why some seniors who complement with D3 alone still be afflicted by stiffness or worsening joint ache. K2 turns on a protein called osteocalin, which stimulates bone formation at the same time as additionally enhancing glucose metabolism internal muscular tissues. It really is important, particularly for seniors dealing with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or negative circulate. In a scientific trial from Growing Older and Ailment, seniors who took K2 showed better blood sugar manipulate and more potent leg persistence during each day walking checks. And when taken before bed, it supported in a single day muscle glycogen replenishment. That means more potent legs the next day without discomfort or fatigue. But here's the hassle. K2 isn't always common in modern diets. It is observed basically in fermented meals like natto, aged cheeses, and certain meats. And until you are consuming those often, you are probably not getting sufficient. Supplementing with MK7, the maximum absorbable form of K2, is the satisfactory alternative. In particular at nighttime, MK7 remains inside the frame longer, which means that more constant calcium law and better muscle aid by the night. Taking K2 earlier than mattress gives your bones and muscle tissues the appropriate signal to rebuild whilst you sleep. It is like flipping the switch on your frame's restore process. And in case you're already taking D3, K2 is the important thing that unlocks its real gain. So in case your legs feel vulnerable, if hiking stairs feels more difficult than it used to, or in case you're noticing pain in your knees or calves that wasn't there a year in the past, it's time to add K2. This one vitamin can be the purses your muscle mass have not bounced back, your energy hasn't returned, and your legs still sense like they're dropping the struggle against time. Now, let's ruin down how you could begin incorporating these three nutrients into your habitual grade. By grade without pressure or confusion, timing, form, and consistency all depend, and whilst it completed efficaciously, you may support more potent legs starting tonight. Start with vitamin B12 and sublingual methylcobalamin. That means a small tablet you area below your tongue and allow dissolve, no swallowing needed. Take this approximately half hour before mattress, preferably on an empty belly or at the least 2 hours after dinner. That offers your body time to soak up it at once into the bloodstream, without interference from food. Set a reminder in your cell phone or leave the tablet bottle subsequent in your toothbrush so it becomes a part of your nighttime addiction. If you're new to B12, start with 1,000 micrograms each day and screen your power balance and sleep exceptional over the following couple of weeks. Subsequent is Nutrition D3. You'll need to select a 10 jar tablet containing at least 2,000 worldwide unit of cholesterol, the herbal shape. Your body produces from sunlight due to the fact D3 is fat-soluble. Take it with a small fat supply in the night, like a spoonful of almond butter, some nuts, or a small piece of cheese. Avoid combining it with a full meal as heavy. Digestion earlier than mattress can intrude with sleep and sluggish absorption. Ideally, take D3 approximately 20 to 30 minutes before sleep. You can pair it with B12 at the identical time. Maintain it at easy location, the bottle near your bedside or along with your evening tea mug so it turns into effortless. Eventually, apply vitamin K2 appearance, mainly for the MK7 form, preferably at a dose of 100 to 200 micrograms. This version stays lively within the body longer and works hand in hand with D3. Take it on the same time as your D3 dose. They paintings better together, mainly in a single day. While your bones and muscle tissues are in repair mode, you don't need a meal. However, once more, a small fat-based snack can beautify absorption. In case you're already on a calcium supplement or ingesting calcium-rich ingredients at some point of the day, K2 facilitates. Make sure that calcium is going to the proper region at nighttime. If you're coping with other medicines, usually space these nutrients any prescription drugs except your doctor says in any other case. Maximum Seniors located easiest to create a bedtime tray, a pitcher of water, your 3 supplements, and maybe a journal or heat natural tea. The secret's consistency. Those nutrients do not work in a single day. However, over days and weeks they assist, reset your healing device, and restore your legs. Natural electricity from the inner out. So starting tonight, follow this easy order. B12 below the tongue, D3 and K2, together with a tiny snack all taken 30 minutes earlier than bed. Hold it quiet, preserve it, easy, and allow your frame do what it's been waiting to do. Heal, repair, and rebuild your legs, even as you sleep. So, once you have your nightly, ordinary locked in, B12 underneath the tongue, D3 and K2 with a small snack, it is time to go. One step in addition, because despite the fact that those vitamins are powerful, a few simple changes to your day-by-day rhythm can assist your body soak up them better, rebuild faster, and awaken with stronger legs in much less time. Allows a stroll through 3 extra behavior that silently speed up the whole lot you are attempting to perform without adding extra tablets or complex workouts. First, hydrate with aim, not just while you're thirsty. Maximum Seniors underestimate how dehydration weakens the legs. While your frame is low on fluid, your blood thickens, movement slows, and muscle cells war to absorb vitamins. Even in case you're taking the proper vitamins without sufficient water, B12 cannot attain your nerves, D3 may not distribute efficaciously, K2 cannot flow calcium to where it is wanted. That stupid achy sensation on your legs at nighttime, it may not be growing older, it is able to be terrible hydration. A study published within the Journal of Aging Research found that even mild dehydration caused a 14% drop in leg patients and delayed middle-of-the-night muscle healing via several hours. The fix isn't to guzzle water unexpectedly, it's to sip gradually for the duration of the day. Intention for a glass tasted with a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water seems like a chore, and stop ingesting 1 hour before bed to avoid sleep disruptions. Hydration sounds fundamental, but when paired with your middle-of-the-night vitamins, it becomes a mystery weapon for stronger, extra flexible legs. Second, permits communicate approximately what you devour and when. If your final meal is heavy starch cheese sugar-packed, your frame will spend most of the night looking to digest in place of rebuild. That's a Ignored possibility for muscle restore. Specifically, after 60% digestion slows down inside the night, and that past due night plate of rice, bread, or dessert can quietly growth irritation on your legs and block the benefits of D3 and K2-1. Have a look at Frum's clinical nutrition showed that seniors who ate a high glycemic dinner after 7 p.m. had twice the price of midnight muscle stiffness and 38% less green nutrient absorption, all through sleep. The takeaway, keep your closing meal mild. A palm-sized serving of protein, like grilled chicken or boiled egg, plus a handful of leafy vegetables or steamed greens, is sufficient. Then provide your frame at the least 2 hours to manner before you take your dietary supplements. That quiet length week had, the vitamins paintings, at the same time as you relax cysteine, you will no longer in Simplice wake up with less leg pain, but your digestion and sleep satisfactory will in all likelihood enhance too. 0.33%, and perhaps most underrated, flow your legs before bed gently and continuously. This isn't a exercising, it's streamed help while you interact your leg muscular tissues. With just a few minutes of movement, you activate blood go with the flow that facilitates deliver B12, D3, and K2 on your muscle tissues. Click greater successfully. That means less discomfort within the morning and extra scene strength profits through the years. Do this earlier than moving into bed. Do 10 seated leg extensions, some ankle circles, or rise up and slowly raise your heels off the ground. 10 instances of those that your legs are active, alive, and equipped to heal. A 2021 examine in geriatric rehabilitation determined that seniors who did 5 minutes of light leg movement earlier than sleep noticed a 22% increase in nighttime blood go with the flow to the decreased limbs and reported less cramping, much less stiffness, and higher stability within just 10 days. You do not want unique equipment, just a chair, a wall, or the threshold of your bed. Those 3 steps, regular hydration, a lighter dinner, and 5 minutes of leg movement, aren't magic. However, when you stack them with your nightly dose of B12, D3, and K2, they devise the suitable conditions for real recovery. Now, not temporary comfort, actual measurable trading. It is how you're taking manage of your legs, your electricity, and your mobility, one nighttime at a time. So there you have it, 3 vitamins, 3 silent deficiencies, 3 effective approaches to rebuild electricity in your legs. Speedy without painkillers, severe workout, or volatile medicines. Nutrition, B12 to repair the nerves and restore connection. Nutrition D3 to gas muscle growth and calm infection. And vitamin K2 to redirect calcium set off muscle genes. And opposite years of silent muscle breakdown. You don't need more noise, extra guesswork, or greater capsules that do nothing. You want science-backed motion, and it begins this night earlier than bed. Because it is when your body is ready to rebuild. However, it can't do it without the proper gear. Now we want to hear from you. Do you are taking any of these vitamins before bed? Or are you going to begin this night? Drop your solution in the feedback. We read and reply to each on Magic One. If this video helped you, bear in mind to hit the like button, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more actual fitness solutions designed for seniors. Your legs convey you via existence. Let's ensure they stay robust for the years in advance. If you have any questions or want to reportion your personal studies, sense unfasten go away a comment underneath. Thanks for watching.